We are coming back.
सांगतील सर ते आता.
We are coming back.
सांगतील सर ते. हो सर.
Okay, sir, we are live.
Can we start?
Okay, can you start?
Good afternoon, everyone. To our eminent doctor, our endeavor is to spread awareness about rabbit. This is an initiative from Cadila through its innovation to serve the society and humankind. Today's topic is novel 3-dose G protein vaccine, ultimate key for compliance. Dear doctors, rabies is the world's first novel 3-dose anti-rabies vaccine, and with great pride, we would like to inform you that rabies has successfully completed 1 year of launch with more than 40k animal bites being vaccinated 100%. Compliance is recorded and no case adverse was registered. With this, it is my honor to introduce you to the speakers of today's webinar, Dr. Rajendra More, sir, MBBS MD, and his hospital is Vaishali Hospital in. And doctor, now we like to request you to start webinars. Tech team, we are unable to see. नेट गेलं. त्यांना बोलवा मला बाहेर.
Sir, your mic is off. Please start your mic.
Sir, we can start. Hello.
Okay, sir.
No, sir. I am sharing the screen. Wait.
पे नहीं चल रहा है.
स्क्रीन पर नहीं आ रहा है ना.
क्यों नहीं आ रहा है? Can we go live?
Yes, sir, we can live.
Very good afternoon to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today's webinar. Our endeavor to spread awareness about rabies, which is fatal but can avoided once appropriately vaccinated. This is an initiative from Cadila through its innovation to serve society and humankind. The topic of webinar is novel 3-dose G protein vaccine ultimate key for compliance. Dear doctor, rabies is the world's first 3-dose novel anti-rabies vaccine, and with great pride we would like to inform you that rabies has successfully completed 1 year launch with more than 40K animal bite victims being vaccinated. 100% compliance was recorded and no case adverse was registered. With this, it is my honor to introduce you to the speaker of today's webinar, Dr. Rajendra More sir, MBBS MD. Related to degree, he is MBBS MD and is having clinic in Kurla East and in a hospital in Navi Mumbai. Now I like to request you, Dr. More sir, to initiate the talk, and later we have a question answer session. Sir, we can go live.
Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. My dear friends, I am Dr. Rajendra More, consulting physician. Today we are introducing new anti-rabies vaccine by Cadila Pharma, novel 3-dose G protein vaccine, ultimate key for compliance. So, rabies is a very fatal disease in India. What is the public health challenges in India because of the rabies? Globally, 59 slide.
Sir, change kara slide.
Global,
Sir, please change slide.
globally, change the slide. Okay. Globally, 9,000 human deaths annually because of the rabies. And India 20,000 deaths per year. Out of that, 91% deaths in India occurred in rural areas. Why is more deaths in the rural areas? Because poor availability of vaccine and healthcare providers are not available, and also cost of the vaccine is more, and public also not aware of the fatal disease rabies. So comparative to the rural areas, in urban areas, deaths are less. Why? Because there is the availability of the medical facilities and vaccine. Next slide, please. Next slide. What is the current management? What is the current management of the dog bite? First is the local wound treatment. Second is the active immunization, that is vaccine. And third is the passive immunization by immunoglobulin. The local wound treatment consists clean wound immediately. 15 minutes you have to clean the wound with soap and water, or we can use also disinfectant like betadine or Savlon. This is the first line treatment. Second is the active immunization with vaccine. Next slide, please. Next slide. What are the current challenges? The first slide, please. First slide. Okay. What are the current challenges of post-exposure prophylaxis? First challenge is the non-compliance. Why? Because of current rabies vaccines are cell culture vaccines, and inactivated vaccines are more than 50 years of old technology. What are the problems of the old vaccines? Inconsistency in potency, stability of the vaccine, and shortage of the availability, and also the more adverse drug reactions because of the old vaccines. That's why now 3-dose vaccine come in the market to overcome the current challenges by Cadila Pharma, that is novel 3-dose G protein vaccine. Only 3 doses are required. Next slide, please. Complaints of the anti-rabies vaccine. Complaint: who received a full dose of the ARV. Delayed complaint: who completed the scheduled dose of ARV within 60 days but deviated from the scheduled regimen. And a non-complaint: who had taken at least 1 dose of ARV after animal bite but not completed the full course. Next slide, please. Next slide. Next, what are the limitations to 4-dose WHO recommendations? Rabies post-exposure prophylaxis, routine practice in new centers of disease control and prevention of the World Health Organization recommendations. First slide, please. The conclusion is that patients do not always receive optimal rabies vaccine under real life conditions. Significant proportion of the patient do not develop adequate antibody levels after 4 doses of the vaccine. Next slide, please. Next slide. What are the non-compliance of the 5 doses? It is a non-compliance because of the 5 doses. That is the main cause of the death because of the rabies. Reason of the death may be due to lack of administration of the rabies immunoglobulin, poor compliance to the vaccination. Next slide, please. Non-compliant to the full course of the anti-rabies vaccine. Next slide, please. The brief article, the compliance rate for intramuscular rabies vaccine was only up to 60%. Major constraints for compliance to the ARV vaccine is loss of wages. First is interference with the school timing, distance from house to the hospital is more, and cost of the vaccine, and people will forget the vaccine date also. And category name, main is the major constraints of the compliance to the complete ARV dose is the loss of wages. Next slide, please. What are the evaluation? How it evaluate the rabies vaccine? First is the nervous tissue vaccine, live attenuated vaccines, that is spinal cord vaccine, and inactivated vaccine, brain up to 10%. Before 1885, the 31 doses are required to take. After that, 14 doses of the vaccines are available, inactivated vaccine, and nowadays cell culture inactivated vaccine is now available. Non-compliant led to the evaluation on the treatment of the regimen from 31 doses to the 5 doses, and still it is on. Next slide, please. That's why Cadila Pharma introducing the new vaccine with a simple and shorter duration of only 3 doses. Next slide, please. So now novel 3-dose recombinant rabies G protein vaccine. It is the first vaccine in India with 3 doses intramuscular regimen 0, 3, and 7. And it is prepared by VLP platform technology. Better compliance because of the easy availability and less visits and convenience, ready. Next slide. Next slide. It is made up by the VLP technology. G protein is difficult to stabilize. G protein isolation using VLP technology purified and stabilized by the Cadila Pharma. Next slide, please. Clinical phase 2 trial, seroprotection data, study design, the 3 doses, 0, 3, and 7 day. Next slide, please. And clinical study phase 3 trial, safety and immunogenicity of the novel 3 dose recombinant non-particle rabies G protein vaccine administered as a stimulated post-exposure immunization, randomized control trial, multi-center trial, phase 3 clinical study also done. Next slide, please. Phase 3 clinical study shows control multi-center trial, total subjects of 0, 3, 7 and 7 days compared to the other rabies reference. Total 800 patients are randomized. Next slide, please. Next, please. The results are consistent across different age groups and genders. Observe the difference 1.52% with pre-specified margin, non-inferiority and seroprotection. Primary endpoint day 14 and 42 were met. Test and comparator are identical in seroprotection rate both on days 14 and 42. Less adverse effects compared to the reference vaccine. Novel 3 dose is superior to the reference vaccine. Novel 3 dose was found to be safe and immunogenic and was comparable to 5 doses of WHO pre-qualified vaccine. Next slide, please. The study conclusion, novel 3 dose was superior to the reference vaccine, led less adverse effects compared to the reference vaccine, and novel 3 dose was found to be safe, immunogenic, and was comparable to the 5 doses of WHO pre-qualified vaccine. Next slide, please. Thank you for attending this vaccine sponsored by the Cadila Healthcare. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you so much, Dr. More, for innovative talk. We truly appreciate your effort. But last but not the least, we would like to inform you that rabies has won the 2 prestigious awards in innovation category, ET India Pharma Award and Golden Globe. एक टीम पहला वाला साइड. We are happy to announce that rabies has won 2 prestigious award in innovation category, IT India Pharma Award and Golden Globe Tiger Award. Any questions from doctors? No, thank you very much, sir.
Very happy
With
to
you.
connect with
Thank you. Good day.
Thank you, everybody.
सर स्लाइड ऑफ कर लो ना हेलो हेलो सर
Yes, yes.
स्लाइड ऑफ कर लो
ऑफ कर दो, हो गया, खत्म हो गया.
आप लॉग आउट हो जाओ, इनका चेकिंग चल रहा है 30 मिनट्स ना. ये अभी पूरा चलता रहेगा, ऑल ओवर इंडिया में चल रहा है ना. थैंक यू सो मच सर. थैंक यू सर. थैंक यू.